There was no internet. So a phone call to India used to cost $3 a minute.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So chatting with your family was quite expensive for us and for them, both of them. And
so I've got AJ up here, and so we're just going to ask him certain questions. Okay, AJ, when was when you came to Sydney?
I came in 1992.
1992. Oh,
yes, yeah.
How was Sydney like? You want to give me a bit of blueprint?
Less ethnic.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything you can only shop on Thursdays.
Oh,
the shops will open like late night was only Thursdays.
Yeah.
So your Woolies and Coles will only open on Thursdays till 8 p.m.
Oh.
The rest of the days it will close at 5-6 o'clock.
Oh.
So most of Aussies and us will go shop on a Thursday night.
Mad.
Yeah. For our groceries and everything. Yeah. So we have come a long way from there.
Fair enough. So true. And what were the struggles like at that time?
So when I came, we were just coming out of recession. So 1988 was the big recession when the stock market crashed, and Australia was in recession during that time. I think so in 1996 it came out. So those first 4 years was in recession. Finding a job was very difficult. There was no internet. So a phone call to India used to cost $3 a minute.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So chatting with your family was quite expensive for us and for them, both of them. And it was, you feel homesick, significantly homesick. Yeah.
So when you came to India, how many years does it took for you to go back to go back home?
I flew next year. Yeah.
Oh, you flew next year?
Next year back. Yeah. So I flew next year back, and
So some of the jobs that you did in your student life.
The first job was I worked for 3 days at KFC. Then I did 2 days at Commonwealth Bank. Yeah. And then I found a job working 4 nights in a Indian restaurant. So that was it. And then 6 months down the track, I found a job working in a video shop. So I used to do 2 days there. Yeah, 10-hour shifts.
And what was the certain lesson, certain framework you had when you came, change in framework in the whole progression of journey?
Change, yeah. See, you come as a student to study and go back. And then slightly you start going into this phase of trying to get the PR.
Yeah.
Then once you get the PR, you want to do something more.
100%.
And then said, okay, I'll go tomorrow.
Yeah.
But then after some years, you realize it's a one-way ticket. Yeah, you have changed so much that you can't go back.
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
It's there. I've got a very strong infrastructure there. Yeah, and I can have a very good life there very easily. Yeah, in a flick.
Yeah.
It's just now the risk of going back and the change and what you'll miss here and that becomes a challenge.
So does this ladder gets easy as when you climb up, after PR?
I'll explain you on that one why I am getting your question.
Yeah.
There was a day I remember still. I said $1,000 a week, 52,000. I'll be the richest man. That day came long time back gone. I'm still very poor. So the framework changes. Your needs changes, and your outlook to money also changes. Yeah. And what we are finding is, when you migrate and you're coming with your old traditions and value system, and then you look at the local Aussie, and sometimes you'll make a laugh on some of the things they do. Yeah. And how silly of that, I'll never do that. The funny thing is, you do that thing after living 10, 15 years, 20 years, you start doing that thing, and your kids do exactly the same thing. Yeah, because it's the environment which brings those things in also into you. Yeah.
So it's the nurture side.
It's the thing. Yeah. See, one of the very good examples I have, and I can go back on, is that you get your salary on a Thursday, and you spend everything by Monday. Yeah, it was a very common thing. You'll say Aussies do. What how silly of that, and this thing is there's no saving. Now we have become like that.
It's the same way around.
It's we not that very bad, but very close to it. Yeah. So you have now lived in this environment that you have got that sense of security, that money is just for enjoying, not saving or doing anything.
That's such a framework.
It changes massively. Those 2-3 things, realize it, that how much you change. Yeah, in the whole thing of it.
I saw your son around here. Was that your son?
Yes, my son and my wife.
Any advice that you want to give out to the parents who are actually raising their kids up here? Like certain lessons that you learn being a father, and then you want to give out to the community out there.
It's a struggle. They will be very different than what you are. Yeah, and they'll have a very, very different value system. You will have to change more than to change them. It's close to that. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a good chat, honestly. Okay. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Thanks for your time.
No worries.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.